our meeting. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our Thursday Zoom calls. I'm very, very happy to have you join us. And as you know, or if you don't know, my name is Unidis Estevez, and I am your two-star diamond coach. And my sister joining, and she is alongside me because we started this together and we're a team and we like to share our ideas. And since we're living together, it makes sense. So thank you very much for trusting us in the process and joining us tonight. I want to go over some little housekeeping rules, not rules, but like updates of what is going on. Unfortunately, due to a lack of participation with Super Saturday, we were forced to move our location. We are in the same hotel in the Brooklyn Marriott, but the tickets are selling out, and because we had to choose a smaller room as opposed to, we were expecting the same amount of people that we had for Carl Deichler, and we're going to have to go lower. So if you have not purchased your tickets for Super Saturday, please, I beg you, go and do that tonight, the latest, because like some of the leaders have bought extra tickets and they're releasing them to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to join. If you have not purchased or you have a challenger that you want to make sure that they attend, purchase those tickets tonight. They will go out. Some of you have asked, what is the importance of attending a Super Saturday? Well, if you've ever attended a live event, it's something that you can't record, you can't reinvent, you can't redo, because it's the excitement of having everyone who is passionate, who is like-minded, who is self-motivated, who wants a change in life. Everybody is in one whole room. And the energy you feel from it, I can't explain it. I can't describe it. It's something that you have to feel for yourself.
It's like a miniature of Coach Summit.
Yeah.
In a sense, like being surrounded by like-minded people, just the way that you feel, let's say, when you're around us, for instance, like in the Zoom calls, people that will motivate you, and the updates that are given there, it's live. And we actually are blessed, Team Eagle that is, to have corporate
come and represent.
That doesn't happen.
So we want to make sure that we show up. You know, we did make a big scandal last time because Carl was here and we had a very good representation. So we don't want to have New York let down. We are New Yorkers. We come through. With that, I'm also going to tell you that we will be attending Leadership Retreat, which is next weekend. And on that weekend, we will go through the exact same thing as Super Saturday. Training will happen. So we'll get the updates and we'll get a lot of information. But that one-on-one that we will receive at Super Saturday is not to be superseded. So even though I'm going to the Leadership Retreat, I will attend Super Saturday because it is that important to me. Okay? So it's a great time for you to bring in a customer that you have just asked to join you. They can feel what you feel and they can kind of understand why you're so passionate about this thing called Beachbody or Shakeology or Team Eagle, like my daughter calls it. Also, I would like to let you know that at this point, I'm going to be pausing any training updates onto Coach Basics or July Coach Basics. So if you're in any of those groups at this point, I'm basically going to just hold on those two groups because of the lack of participation. So instead of that, for those people who have reached out and have let me know that they have an interest of making things happen and moving things forward, I have added you to the boot camp to Diamond 30 days. So that group is up and running. And we have these 2 days, like yesterday and today, just as a way of like wetting our feet and getting to know what it is that we will be doing. If you have not been entered into the group and you feel the need to just turn this from a hobby into a business, then I encourage you to go ahead and reach out to me through inbox, reach out to your diamond coach, let them know that you want to grow, that you want to know what it is that it takes to be a diamond. And in saying that, I wanted to share with you, I'm sure that you all read on the post that I pulled up on Team Uniquely Fit, the message that Carl Deichler posted. I believe it was on Twitter or his Facebook account. But At this point, we want to find people who want to take their fitness, their weight loss, and their health seriously enough to be lifelong customers who prove how effective this program is. Be that person. I think that his message was very empowering, because if you think about the reason why you started because you wanted to change. You wanted to be something different than you already were. And this program and this journey has offered you the opportunity to be that person. So don't change just because now you are applying the idea that you're inviting other people, and it gets stressful. I get it. It gets you get unmotivated because you're telling someone something that is beneficial to their lives, and they're just slapping you down or not taking you up on the offer. So you want to stay above. And I want to share with you this anecdote that came to me. When we were going through our journey and we want to lose the weight, and we start off and we're so motivated that every morning, rain or shine, we put our clothes on and we press play. And then we start to see the change. It doesn't happen from morning to night. It happens within a journey. And you don't stop being who you are because you didn't lose 100 pounds in one shot. You still wake up, you're still thankful, you're still doing your daily behaviors, and you're losing the weight slowly but surely. The same thing happens with coaching. You are going to start off, you are going to follow the vital behaviors, which is inviting people, being product of a product, and using your personal development to grow. Regardless of what happens to your circumstances, regardless of the people who join you and then leave you behind, regardless of all the no's you get, regardless of anything that, oh my God, this is so overwhelming, you are still enjoying the process, because it is more than just a success club point. It is more than the financial freedom. If you look at it as your door to take you out of the rut, that's what Beachbody does. To be honest with you, I have been through very stressful situations, and I can thank Beachbody for my sanity. If it weren't for Beachbody, when my husband was put in jail and I had to leave my house and put everything in storage, I could swear to you I would have been in a hospital in a psych ward, because it happened so fast. But instead of dwelling on my issues, not to say that I didn't dwell upon them, but I didn't focus on the negative. I focused on the things that I could control. And the things that I could control right now, at that point, were my health, because I needed to be sane for my children. What kept me sane was eating healthy and working out, and actually speaking to people who were just like me on the same journey, and helping them get out of their negativity helped me in return, because I wasn't focused on my problem. I was focusing on theirs. And you know that saying, you help other people to get what they want, and in return you will get what you need? That happened to me. And I can sit here today and tell you that in my roughest days, I have reached out to Beachbody, and I have been sleepless many nights. But Beachbody has given me hope, has given me faith to say, you know what, it's going to be okay. Life happens, I get it. We all get pushed down, I know that. But if you allow life to beat you and keep you down, that's where you're going to stay, because you have a choice. You have a choice. And it's not by chance that we're together. It's not by chance that we're here and that we have lives in our circle, people that interact with us, people that are in need of someone that can tell them, you know what? Life doesn't have to be the way you were brought up to be. You have an exit. As a woman who stood behind her husband without any financial backup plan, I am telling you that it's not going to happen to me again. I need to have savings in the bank. I need to be debt-free. I need to know that my children will have their college tuition paid for. Maybe you feel comfortable in your job. Maybe you feel like you don't need the extra finances. Maybe you feel like you're okay the way you're doing things. But I don't know about you, but I could use an extra cushion. I could use an extra $200 to put on my cable bill. I can use another $200 to put onto a deposit so that my children can do extracurricular activities. I can use extra money so that I can go on vacation with them. And because of that, I don't let go. I can get 100 no's on a day-to-day basis, but I still go and do what I need to do. I still follow on Instagram. I still reach out to people on Facebook. I still follow up with people who said that they were interested and never came through. I still do because I care, because I want something else other than what I had. I experienced having the dream job. I experienced feeling what it was to own your own classroom and to be responsible for what it was. But that didn't fulfill me because at the end of the day, I was just an employee. I was never going to be the owner of the Board of Education. Do you know that Beachbody offers you that opportunity? You can be your own boss. You can manage your own time. You can choose when you come and go. You can say on the days that your children have activities in school that you're going to attend those activities because you do not need to worry about asking for a day off from work. Yeah, you can do that. And at the same time, you can keep yourself healthy. You can lose the weight. You can feel sexy again. You can put the clothes that you were wearing 20 years ago, and you can feel confident. I don't know about anybody else. I used to ask my Board of Ed principal, why is it that we don't install gyms in schools so that teachers can feel healthy and happier? But that nobody cared about our health. Nobody cared about us because we were just a number that provided and produced numbers. That's the same thing that happens to you in your jobs. You are just a number. And the day you drop dead, you will be replaced. Oh, se murió fulanita, tan buena que era. That's all they will say. We are replaceable. But if we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out with a good looking bang. At least I'm going out with like 100-year-old skinny ass lady. That's what I'm gonna be. Fit, not skinny, fit. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we start off in Beachbody and we're all fired up and we're like, yes, we're gonna get to diamond and we're gonna make millions of dollars from morning to night. It doesn't happen that way. It takes hard work. It takes sacrifice. It takes long hours. It takes a lot of deception. And it takes a lot of going and digging into, why is it that you're doing this again? Why are you taking all of this bullshit from people again? Why? Because you do not want to settle for less. You don't. You know how many people have told me this week, I can't afford it. I don't have the money right now. I just put my kids through college. I just sent so-and-so to school. They don't want it as bad as I want it. They're comfortable where they are. I'm uncomfortable. And I am tired of feeling uncomfortable. So, in saying that, sorry, I get passionate and I have to say what I feel when I feel it. In saying that, I'm not saying that you have to like be perfect. I'm not saying that you have to learn everything from the moment you start till the moment you finish.
So you have to make a decision.
You just have to make a choice. Am I really serious about making a difference in my finances, in my health, in my fitness, and in other people's lives? Do I want to be used as an instrument so that others can find freedom? Those are the decisions that you need to make. And when you do make those choices, those decisions, nothing or no one will pull you back. And, you know, one way that you show that is by not only saying, I want to. Oh, yeah, I want to. I used to spend after I got married, I used to say, oh, I want to be size 4 again.
If only.
I want to be I wouldn't throw away my jeans because I wanted to fit back into them. Hello, it took me 12 years to make the final decision that I was no longer going to let food dominate my life. And it was up until I made that choice that I was able to see a change, but I had to act upon it day in and day out. Whether it rained, whether it shined, there were days when it was snowstorms in Banbury, Connecticut. And let me tell you, it's really pitch black dark. And I would get up at 4:45 in the morning to work out and then to be ready by 7 to get my kids to school. That was almost 3 hours before my time. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning when I was clocking in at work. And it wasn't up until 6 in the afternoon until I was home cooking dinner and making things happen for my children, doing the homework and being present for them. And when I put them to bed at 9 o'clock, then I would go down to my dining room and work my ass off because something in my gut told me that this Beachbody thing was going to help me. Little did I know what was coming afterwards. 3, maybe 4 months later, all hell broke loose. And I had to figure it out on my own. Whatever plans I had written out, garbage. Done. I was a planner. I had my life planned out. But I didn't have that planned. I had to put my stuff into storage. I'm still in storage. I'm now searching for an apartment. But everything is so expensive, I can't move yet. Yeah, I have a deep why. And I'm not going to let life take over me. I'm sorry, I won't. So if you ask yourself, I don't know how she does it, that's why I do it. Because there's something deeper inside of me. I have 2 kids that I have to worry about. And I'm not going back to school. I love teaching, I love education, but I hate the politics behind it. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. At this point, I am thankful that Team Eagle is offering us the idea of training, the same training that the elite coaches, the top coaches of Beachbody have been offered. That doesn't happen in every other team. But Mickey Fernandez and Saudi Almonte work hard and they make really good connections. And they have provided us with this amazing training. And I said, count me in. I'm going to put myself through it. And I'm going to offer it to my team. I want us to be trained to know what we need to know so that we can be successful, so that we do not have to look back and say, I did it all and I still didn't make it. No, you'll have the tools. You'll know what you need to do. But there's the one thing that you're going to have to put away, and that's your ego. That's your ego. Put it away. Be vulnerable. Be teachable. Allow others to enter your life. You think it's easy for me to sit here and tell you my privacies? It's not easy. It burns me inside because it takes away a piece of me. Because I have pride. And no woman wants to know that her marriage is in shambles. Nobody wants to put it out on blast. But you know why I have to do it? Because maybe you think it's easy for me to show up. Hi, yeah, so easy for her to wake up and do this. No, it's not. It's not easy. So I'm going to ask that you join me, join forces with me, join forces with my sister. Let's make things happen. Let's show up on a day-to-day basis. Let's reach out to everyone and their mother. Let's go out there and make a change, because when you help other people make a change and achieve their goals, guess what's going to happen in return? You're going to get it too. So I'm here to help. I'm here to support you, but I don't want to be drained. I don't want to be drained. I don't want to be pulling teeth and working with people that today want it and tomorrow they're not sure. And past tomorrow, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, we can. We can. Because we do this thing called life and it's harder. You have anything to add?
Oh, girl, you go ahead. I just wanted to mention the 3 vital behaviors, and it's just a decision. At the end of the day, it's a choice. Uneris made a choice back then, and I lived it, so I know what she's talking about. But she made a choice to go full force with Beachbody. Not one day has gone by through her. It's like a TV show or a novela, if you call it. And she hasn't stopped. But that fire that she talks about, That fire has to come through when you get all the no's, when you feel like shit, when you're crying like a maniac, when you're getting anxiety attacks, when you go through tough times. Guess what? Life is tough. You're not going to get over life. Life is tough, and that is just a fact. Once you get over that, good. Check it off. The second one thing is you need to make a decision whether or not you want to go through with this. But your why, your story, that gut feeling that you get when you're showing up even to these Zoom calls, that desire you got right now, that fire, that passion you receive, you need to fuel it daily. And things that happen to us is that we allow our circumstance to take over. We don't take over our circumstance. The circumstance takes over us. We are working on ourselves. We're working on our health and fitness. Yes. But if we don't work on our mindset, nothing's going to change. You must make the decision to make a shift. And that is hard to do. But guess what? You're in control. And the man upstairs created you for greatness. There's no difference between her, myself, or anyone in this group. We were all made the same. The only difference is that we choose on a daily basis. And on every 5 minutes, when you get a no, and when you follow with people and they're like, I'm not interested, we continue and we press on. You know why? Because we know that there's greatness ahead, but we're focused because our desire, our passion to help others reach their goals is deeper than our issue, our stress, or our headache, or our depression, or whatever you may be dealing with. Guess what? Focus on others so you can start feeling relieved. And trust me when I tell you, it will be paid forward. You're paying it forward, and that will be just given to you multiplied all the way through. That's one thing that I guarantee. But you need to make that choice. And that comes with the 3 vital behaviors. And I know that I sound like a broken record, but guess what? If your mind is not there, you're not going to go through with it. Because it's going to be polluted on a daily basis. And if you don't clean it, just the way that you do the 3-day detox, it's continue to get loaded with crap. Bullshit that is fed to us on a daily basis. With the Kim Kardashians of the world, oh shit, you're already feeling fat, so you're not feeling comfortable, you didn't work out, you feel like shit, you don't want to continue with your day. Or you had an argument with a coworker, the day is done. I'm going to eat some cookies. I need a cookie. So then, you're destroying your physical and your health. Then your emotions. But what are you doing differently then? So don't be upset if it's not working out for you because you're giving up on the instant. But what is it? You're different. But you need to make that decision, right?
Very. Before we go, or before our time is up, I also wanted to go over one of the most important things that will be for us in order to stay vital, and that is remain active. Active entails many things. To remain active means to actively participate in your challenge group. Never forget that you are a challenger. The day you forget that you are a challenger, that you have to be accountable for yourself first, your business starts to fail. How are you going to invite people to join you on a journey that you don't feel safe and secure and confident about? If you are wishy-washy, your challengers are going to be wishy-washy. If you're in one day and you're out the other, your challengers are going to be that way. If you want strong, capable challengers, stay focused. No matter what comes at you, get up. If something hits you and you fall real hard, make sure you're standing. You fall while you're looking up so that you can get up. So don't forget you are a challenger. Number 2, make sure you are active using Shakeology. Sometimes we have a lot of product at home because some of us, in order to get to Emerald, we have enrolled our husbands, our spouse, our sisters, our brothers, our mothers and fathers and aunts. And sometimes they don't drink their Shakeology often enough, so we have a lot of Shakeology at home. So then you have to put your Shakeology orders on hold. That's okay if you have to do it for a month. But make sure that your personal volume, your PV, is up to 50 on a monthly basis. Every 4 weeks, your PV has to be at 50. And you can get 50 PV points by ordering a refresh, by ordering the multivitamin package,
The slimming one?
the slimming package. You can order, I believe if you order like up to 4 or 5 energy and endurance packets, they're each 15 PDs. So if you order 4,
Oh, girl.
30
that's
plus
not
30,
mine.
that would be 60. You would need to order 40 and then offer them to people. That's if you do not want to have the Shakeology.
And it also is at a cheaper price than Shakeology. So if you're in a budget, let's say, and you do have extra Shakeology at home, the slimming pack or any of the packets that she mentioned are in the 40s. If it's E&E, they're $22 each for the coach discount. So work around it.
The reason I stress this is, let's say that, for example, you are an Emerald coach. That means you have 2 coaches underneath you, and you go inactive, you lose money. Now you're not making 11% commission off of that purchase or the purchases that your people are making. Beachbody doesn't recognize you as a stable Beachbody coach, so they don't send you leads. You want to make sure that you stay active. And also, you don't lose rank. And if you know that if you lose rank, your upline loses rank, and then that upline loses rank, and it's a ripple effect. If you feel the need, like you're gonna go inactive and you know it, don't wait until Wednesday to tell your upline coach. Reach out to your upline coach on a Tuesday, on a Monday, because you don't know what depends on that piece. It's a small piece that for you may be insignificant, but for the 3 people or 4 people that are above you, it matters. So that's why open communication is very important. So in order for you to remain active, you need to have the 50 PVs on a month-to-month basis. On a month-to-month basis, you need to be active in the sense of renewing your cells. Just like our skin sheds and we lose that skin, and then we put lotion to replenish our skin and to refresh ourselves, we need the same thing with our personal development. And again, it may sound like you're crazy. Here she goes again. I don't have time for that. I have found the secret of wealth and health. I downloaded podcasts on my phone. And I have Shalene Johnson. I have spirituality. I have music. I have business development. I have self-confidence building. Whatever area I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God,
I'm gonna need this today.
Make it. I click on basically the vitamin I need for my soul, for my body, for my spirit, for whatever it is. Because I know if I don't, I'm gonna die. So I make sure that I go into that. And then the other thing is, don't waste your time. Don't waste time. Don't be afraid to share your experiences with other people, because you do not know. Like I had, for example, I'll share this with you. I had a customer who reached out to me in August, but because I created hype about my trip to DR, she didn't message me back. She was afraid she was going to interrupt me. So she wanted to wait until I came back and I settled down, and I reached out to her. And I'm like, hey, how are you? I haven't heard back from you. I just wanted to check in to see how you were doing. She's like, I'm so glad you reached out to me, because I didn't want to bother you. I knew you were going to DR and I didn't want to bother you. I know how it is. I'm like, girl, I've been working. I've been waiting for your call. And she purchased. But had I not reached out to her, had I said, oh my God, she's going to think I'm crazy, I would have never done that. I would have never been there to help. So don't second guess yourself. Reach out and speak to people. Go in the different chats and follow through with others. Maybe they won't buy today. Maybe they won't join you today. But you know what? Your life can help them. And I think with, the mandatory, it helps you if you're at 90, but if you can't afford it, being at 50 helps you. And in any case, it has to be not only under your coaches, but it has to be yours. It has to be your personal volume point. I know there may be questions and I'm doing my best to learn so that I can share with you. But I also encourage you to go into the back office, to look at the coach online training, to review, to refresh yourself, to get familiarized with everything that is offered to us. Yes, it takes time. I know it does. But if on a weekly basis you say, okay, this week I'm going to focus on learning about leagues, and you write it down. All you need to do is listen to the YouTube video, 15 minutes every single day for the whole entire week. Guess what? Lead lessons will be covered. And just like that, you set yourself up with a goal. But unless you write down where you want to go and where you want to be, you will go around in circles. You're not going to get far. So I encourage you to take the bull by its horn. Let's make things happen. We're coming up to months where people are now going to start focusing again on the resolutions. People are going to feel lost, and you're the person who's going to guide them. You have a lot to give. All you need to do is stop being afraid. Erase the words that were given to you. Erase the words that were taught to you when you were small. And believe that you have what it takes. You're not different. You see, we were all created with a gift. But we've taken the gift, we've wrapped it up, and we put it away. We put it away for the day that it feels perfect. We put it away for the day that we think we can use it. Guess what? You're wasting time. If you were to die tonight, you would have not used up your gifts. And what will people say when they think about you? Have you left a mark in their lives? When they think about you, can they say, she left a mark in me? And that's what we were all set to do. That's the Grand Commission, to go out there and touch people. Yeah, we're not going to be religious about it, but we are surrounded by people, and people are lacking relationships. And we are the people who can help those people form relationships. There are women without sisters. There are battered women who need help, knowing that they do not need to stay in those circumstances. There are many single moms who are struggling, and I completely understand it. They don't have enough to feed their kids, let alone feed themselves. And you are the light at the end of their tunnel that can hold their hand and say, come on, I'm going to show you a way. Yeah, it's going to take a little legwork on your behalf, but guess what? That's why you were built stronger. That's why you started ahead of the game from them, so that you can lead, so that you have the light to bring them forward. But unless you're prepared for it, you won't be able to do it. So it's a matter of washing ourselves off with like the mentality of, I'll do it tomorrow. Because we were born, we did things, and everybody makes it in life, and we conform. But no, not us. Unfortunately, we were made with a different build. And there's a reason why you're here. So don't give up before the war is over. Keep going. Keep going, even if you stand alone. Even if I disappear tomorrow, even if God forbid something happens, you keep going. You do.
Okay.
Any closing thoughts? Milagros?
You rock! Woo! Hi, world.
Hi, world.
Amazing message, you know. It really touched me because sometimes we need to be shaken up to reality, and it makes so much sense. Like, I quit my job. I was there for 2 years, and it was a crazy decision, but I feel so at peace. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm like, what was I thinking? Why? I wasn't happy. I was miserable. Now I wake up, I'm like, woo, pump and shred. Let me see who wants to work out, who wants to lose weight. Woo, kill that fat, you know?
Exactly.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really true what you're saying. Eye opener.
Trompon.com to you know.
Trompon.
Got it?
Yes.
Anyone else?
Anybody else? Feel free. The floor is yours.
It's tough love, but I think that we all need it at some point.
It's like trompon, but we want you to be successful. But trompon, wake up, stop it already. Quit the shit. It's reality.
Yeah.
Get knocked down, get back up.
That's right.
That's it.
That's the story of
Life is tough. Life is tough, but you gotta find a way. Or an excuse if you don't want to. That's it. Simple.
Pretty
Find
much.
a way or
and
an
that's
excuse.
okay if you make that choice.
Of course.
That's
Be
fine.
good with it. But don't make a decision I want to be a coach and then not work it.
True.
The bad, the ugly, you know.
Very true.
I don't like being like that, like tough and stuff, but I realize that
You
sometimes,
Have to.
like in DR this summer, I had to be tough on myself because I was on the verge of a depression while I was there. And I literally jogged and I just spoke to myself and I screamed at myself and I thank God I didn't answer myself. But I was on the verge. It was hard.
Less than a minute.
Shut up.
No, not you. You guys could talk.
Oh, you guys can talk. I can't.
No. They're smiling.
We needed this. We needed to hear this because in reality, honesty and the truth will set you free. So that's how I look at it. Like me, myself, I'm just working the business now. I've been since March a coach and I haven't really done much. And now I'm just like, yes, this is it. You know? So, Diamond.
You're quietly listening there. What are you thinking?
We called you out.
Jocelyn? She's writing down her notes. Thanks for the evidence, Don.
My goals. Those are my goals, which I haven't posted.
Mi niña, but I can't see
I
them.
can't see that.
No sé.
¿Quién ve eso? Yo no veo eso, muchach.
Post them in the group, ahorita in the chats.
Who's going to Super Saturday? Raise your hands or thumbs.
I got it
Oh,
already.
you made it, Jocelyn? Cool. Awesome.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
It's going to be fabulous. We should all sit down together.
Laurita. Laura.
We love you, Laura.
Laura.
Lady Laura.
Abrázame fuerte,
Lady Laura.
Hello, ladies.
We miss you, Laura.
Yes, we do, man. Come on.
I miss you guys too. And like I told you, Nidis, yes, I haven't been very active in the chat, but I am working. And I told you my plans, and it's been coming along.
Good. You're good? Your baby's good? I know he's not a
He's
baby.
good. He's still my baby, but yes, he's good.